I gave you my heart.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Garth Loves Travel. So I'm on my way to Orebro. If you guys saw my last one of the videos that I did about Orebro, is I went there, but I didn't really get a chance to stay and look around the town or look around the city. So, and I didn't get a chance to go into Orebro Castle and the museum and all that stuff. So I decided to, I booked a hotel for the weekend. So I'm headed there, but I had to stop over at the side of the road because I don't know if this is going to come off on camera as beautiful as it looks while I'm standing here. I was driving on my way, to see all the trees and all the white snow and everything. I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous, especially coming up that hill. So I've actually made it now to Orebro. Made it to my hotel room. So that's my view from up here, and that's looks like a church tower over there, which I'm gonna be heading to. So like I told you guys, I was here before, so I really wanted to come back and I really wanted to check this place out because it seems like it's a big city. I don't know what number it is on the scale of cities in Sweden, but I know it's one of Sweden's biggest cities outside of Stockholm, Västerås, and Malmo, Gothenburg, Orebro. Yeah, maybe I'm leaving it out. So anyway, I just checked into my hotel room. As you guys can see, it's economical. I'm by myself, so you could upgrade and get a bigger room, which is probably like double the size of this one. I think for like another 200 kroners a night. But I'm by myself, so I didn't really need much. I'm gonna be out and about, so I just wanted to take a look in here. Let's see, how do I get this up? Yeah, nice little bathroom. Nice little shower, and you guys can see the room from here. And this hotel is called City Hotel Orebro, and it wasn't that expensive at all. It was literally, I mean, in US dollars, I mean, to me, not expensive. To some people might be expensive, but it's decent, it's economical. And the coolest thing, I'm gonna take you guys later on, or maybe I'll do it now since it's still early, so I'm gonna go explore and get some dinner. So it was really cool. So they gave me 25 kroners voucher to use in their their gift shop. They have like snacks and things like that. So I thought that was something that was really cool. So I figured I would record this now while it's empty, because I'm sure tomorrow morning it's going to be filled with people. So I just got here. It's about 3 o'clock, so everyone is out now. But this is the downstairs breakfast area, and one of the cool things I love about it is how they have these picture frames on the wall, and how this wall has all those different patterns in all the picture frames, as you guys can see over there. So I'm just gonna run through that pretty fast, and I love that wallpaper with the bookshelf. And over here, tomorrow morning is where they serve breakfast from 7 to 10, I believe. And yeah, they also have cookies that are still out here. And then this is like a lounge area. As you know, guys, I'm just running through it real quick. So if any of you guys that are watching this ever want to do like a weekend trip to Orebro, it's a really nice city. I haven't even been outside yet, so I'm super excited. So you see it says relax on this door. Just run through this really quick. So there's an area over here where you can come chill, have your little zen moment. There's 2 showers with towels and everything. And then in here, there's a sauna, as you guys can see. So you can light up the sauna. I don't know where the light switch is, but whatever, you guys get the drift. So that's a sauna in there, which I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get into the sauna tomorrow. Maybe I'll record that, because the last time I've been in a sauna was when I was in Finland, and I haven't been in one since. And that was years and years and years ago. So I'm outside now, and it's a Friday evening here in Sweden. It's not cold in the sense of freezing, but it's it's like about American degrees, like about 37 or 40. And as you can see, matter of fact, I think I'm gonna go up this way, because it was really cool up there, and then you just go to the right like he said. I think I might explore to get something to eat right now, because It's about 3:30. It's like I'm still grappling with the fact that we just went through summer and Christmas is already here. I'm like, wait a minute, where was I when all this thing was transpiring? You know, wow, look at that building over there. Wow, that's a really nice building. Really beautiful. Look at the tower at the top. Let me just stop and take so you guys can see at the very top up there. Wow, that's pretty cool. Any one of you guys can comment. It's got a Ukrainian flag hanging off. I'm just assuming that, you know, it's support for Ukraine. But then, yeah, here's that church that we saw the roof from my hotel room. So I'm just trying to be careful here because there's bikes, there's cars. Yeah, and then there's that one. But this building is really, really beautiful. Wow, guys. I mean, they're going all out with the Christmas decorations. You know, I feel kind of lonely right now because it's Christmas time. You know, it's like, I've never dealt really well with Christmas, you know. I don't know, for some reason, it's just not one of the holidays that I'm just like, oh yeah, you know, but that's just me. But wow, this is beautiful. I mean, guys, if you stood here and saw this, and I noticed there's a Christmas tree down there, so maybe that's the Orebro Christmas tree. I'm assuming it is because it's big, but this is really beautiful with the hearts on it. And of course, no Christmas time can be complete without a whole bunch of candy. If you're in sweets, yes, sir. I mean, look at this, guys. If you're into the candy land, you're in heaven right here. I mean, look at all the colors. Fantastic. So here's that Christmas tree, guys, that I was showing you guys. And yeah, I mean, it's beautiful. I'm not quite sure why there are no lights on the bottom. Maybe they think people are gonna rip them off. I don't know. There is the Orebro Castle again. You guys have seen it on my channel before. This is basically, I'm not sure if this is not the front of the castle, but oh yeah, down there it looks like I can get in. So I'm gonna see now because it looks pretty dark. This is the thing that always throws me off with Swedish winters, you know, because I'm feeling like, oh, it's like 7 o'clock, you know, maybe I should go get something to eat, but it's like 3:30 at the moment. I got to get to that side of town. I haven't been over there yet, but yeah, I'm gonna walk down here and see if I could actually get inside. You know, I read on the website that they only do guided tours. I'm not sure if that's 100% correct, but I see an opening there. Yeah, entrance. So, wow. Let me give you guys another shot of this. Yeah, I'm really excited to go inside because when I came last time, I actually wanted to go inside, but I didn't have the time. And one of the great things about the hotel is they have parking, their own parking garage. So, I mean, it's an extra cost, not that much, you know. And the last time I was here, you know, because it's Orebro, so it's like a pretty, you know, it's a big city, you know. So parking here is really tricky. And, you know, especially if you don't live here and you don't know the rules. Wow. See, I didn't come this far. And they have the Christmas trees out. That's so beautiful. I love the way, like, you know, the grass is growing on there. The door is closed. Oh wow, they have like, oh, that's the cafe. See, they have like seats out here, so you know, some people still sit outside. But let's see. Well, they're closed. The castle is closed and the cafe is closed. It says open tomorrow from 10 to 4. And I just love, look at that. You see the stonework around the door, and then up here there's like a head of a man. So I saw these people and they said the entrance may be around the corner. So I don't know if I'm supposed to be walking here because as you can see there's water and there's people on the opposite side. I'm walking on the side of the castle. Yeah, maybe, yeah, I guess so. It leads to over here. Oh, nice. I didn't come this side the last time, but no, the castle's closed because clearly I saw the big sign that says entrance. So if it's not open, well, there's a door open over there. Yeah, I want to give you guys a shot. Oh, look at that down there, guys. I love these old style bridges. So beautiful. So I want to give you guys a shot. See those cannons right there, but it's very difficult to capture this. But I'm gonna go across the street in a second so you guys can see it from, in its full view. And look at this beautiful, oh, the door is open, so I'm gonna walk into the courtyard really quick. So there, look at this beautiful bridge with the water just flowing underneath it, and there's a nice park over there as well. But let's take a walk inside here. Okay, so I am inside the courtyard now. It seems, oh, look at this old water pipe. Wow, this thing is huge. It's really hard to like capture the whole entire castle. But as you guys can see, I'm in the courtyard here. I saw some people coming out of a basement. I'm gonna go down there in a second and take a look what's going on. But it's really hard to capture this castle here because it's so vast. I mean, the walls, it's beyond me. It's so big. I'm as far back as I can go to try and capture this, I mean, humongous structure that is just sitting pretty much almost in the middle of the city. They're closed now. They open tomorrow. That is, a bunch of people from a guided tour. But yeah, so I'm gonna move on now, going to the other side of the city. I really love the colors on this building. Absolutely love the windows as well. I love the gray. I love the details and everything. Here's another view of this castle from the other side of town. Isn't it gorgeous, man? I just love things like this. And the sky and the settings just, it's like medieval times. Oh, look at this. It's a giant Christmas dog made out of like, Christmas tree branches and stuff. Oh, and there's something else over here. So yeah, I'm on the other side. But there's like a long street going that way. There's another street going that way. There's another one going that way. And I'm not quite sure which way I want to go, because I researched some places to see, but again, everything is closing now. So I just stopped in this Italian place called Paolo's for like a quick bite, because now I figured out, when I looked at my phone, it showed that most of the restaurants and stuff don't open until around 5 o'clock. So this is not exactly something light, but it's a panini. I'm not gonna eat it all. I just wanna have something to nibble on. Maybe I go to dinner like around 6 o'clock, 6:30. Having a Pellegrino. And everything here in Scandinavia is full swing for Christmas, as it started in New York as well. Have Christmas trees everywhere. So I'm gonna dive into this meal in Orebro. So I just finished dinner at this really nice place called I think it's called Stora Orebro. It's like they have like a lot of burgers, steaks, mussels, like a mixture of prawns, seafood, stuff like that. It was really good, actually. I do recommend it. The price, it's middle, but I would say for Orebro fancy, that's one of them, and then there's others that are like it. But I wanted to capture these, the camera is just getting so much glare, but the Christmas lights look amazing because they're all coming down. But the thing is, it's like the lights from the cars and the glare, it doesn't look as good on camera as it does in person. But yeah, so as I was telling you guys, the restaurant I went to was up there on this same street. So I just realized that this street here is a main street, and a lot of these streets that go that way, there's a lot of stores and shops and little nice boutiques and stuff like that. So there's a tree at night that you guys saw earlier. So I'm just gonna make my way back up this way. This is my weekend in Orebro, guys. So tomorrow we're gonna go on a tour in the castle. Hopefully I can go around myself. I am back in my room after my walk. Had a nice dinner. Just came back from that lounge. It was okay. It was a little bit too young for me. A bunch of kids and stuff like that. So you see, I'm about to get cozy, get ready to bring you guys the inside of the castle tomorrow. So I have my nightcap here, which is my lamp chips. and my water. Oh, good morning, guys. Oh my gosh. I had a wonderful sleep on this bed last night. Oh, I really passed out. It's now about, I believe, 8 o'clock in the morning. So I'm gonna head downstairs to where I showed you guys the breakfast place. And the castle opens at 10, so I'm gonna go have some breakfast. And I think I want to get a head start on today because the light, it doesn't last long. So I'm gonna try to make it over to the castle by 10:30. Here's a view of what's available for breakfast. So as you can see, there's butters, there's stuff like that. There's fruits, jams, bacon, bread, eggs and bacon, pineapples, fruits, lots. If you ever come to Scandinavia, you guys have to try this. This is called liver pastei. It is one of my favorites. It's actually liver, and it's actually grinded down into like a paste. It is really delicious. One of my favorites. As you guys can see here, we've got some eggs, stuff over there. And your teas, your coffee. This is my breakfast plate. So I got sesame bread and some eggs, liver pastei as I showed you before, some cheese, some bacon, some tomatoes, some cucumbers, and I have an Earl Grey tea with a banana to cap it off. Out of the hotel now, on my way to the castle. Like I said, hopefully I could kind of do this tour on my own. Oh, I thought that lady had a baby carriage and she's just casually strolling it across the street with cars coming. So yeah, so hopefully I could do the tour on my own. I'm not gonna do much of recording on this street because you guys have pretty much seen this. The hotel is back over there, and this is the street where I was last night. So it's snowing off and on. So what I'm gonna do is go, I'm really excited because, everyone has said, oh, you have to see the inside of the castle. You have to see the inside of the castle, and also the dungeon, I heard, is a highlight. So I'm headed there now. I just wanted to point this building out here, which I think is quite beautiful, because if you notice, most of the buildings along here, I mean, they're not fairly new as to per se, but when you look at this one and then you see this one, that looks like it belongs closer into the countryside, with like a lot of green and like farmland around it. It's really beautiful. It looks like they sell like arts and crafts and stuff like that, but it is quite a beautiful sight to see. I'm assuming that this is probably from really old times, from the town center here in Orebro. Yeah, there's another one there. You could see right there. There's another one, and you could see, yeah, those two were left probably from way back when Orebro was a little bit older town center. Wow, that's so cool. Look at the way the beams are like sloping down. Okay, so the door is it's open. Not like yesterday when it was closed. So let's go see. Some spiral staircases to go up. So I guess I'm going up to pay now. I'm here at the castle, and this wonderful lady who I met yesterday that I was asking for directions, she's gonna walk me down to the cellar, or the dungeon, because this is what most of my friends were telling me about. Yes, which is what I missed, that I missed the dungeon. So we're now down in the dungeon, and it's really warm. And I suppose it did not feel like this in medieval times, because this feels like it's central heating. And I'm sure back in the days, this was a little bit different. So she's turning the lights on now. We really can't see much at the moment, but oh yeah, she's lighting the candles. So this would be sort of like what I would consider, this, I mean, it almost feels like a ritual. Like we're going to do a seance. But yeah, so this is the dungeon. Not like another part to this. This is just it.
This is it, yeah.
Okay, so I suppose my friends have been here before. I guess they loved it, so they said to come and see it. Okay, so there's some shackles over here. So, if you ever do anything wrong, they can put you on this table, shackle you down, and make you a sacrifice. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so it's pretty cool. I mean, it's like a cellar. It's almost like a wine cellar. But yeah, we just wanted to come down here before anyone came. So I'm gonna head upstairs and go give you a tour of the castle itself.
You want to try the neck chain?
No, I'm gonna skip that one. You know, it might bring back some horrible memories, or in the past things. I mean,
Yeah,
no, I'm
sorry.
just kidding. No. But
I can use it. So the prisoners would, be chained up to the wall like this.
Yeah.
So they had to stand completely straight like this because the chain was quite short.
Yeah. Oh my God,
but
that's
of course,
torture.
That's torture because you can't really stand this straight for very long. You will get tired.
Oh my
and when you do that, when you slump a little, the chain will catch you and you will get strangled unless you
or break your neck.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
so you have to
gosh.
stand very straight. So basically torture.
Well, I'm gonna try it just for history's sake, on both sides. This is another room that she opened up for me, guys, but it didn't look like this back then. They put this in here, but this is another part of the dungeon, it's not a cellar, it's really a dungeon because she just told me the story. I didn't put it on camera. But so that's why it's so warm in here. Yeah, there's central heating. So back in the days, in the 12th century?
13th century.
13th century, yeah.
And onwards.
Onwards, this was used for prisoners, as you heard us say before. Look at the distance of this window. So basically, all of this down here was just this flooring, and none of any of this wasn't here. It was just sewage and water and snakes and rats and famine. So they would chain the prisoners in here by the necks, maybe by their feet, and water would come in. It's just really gross. And the only thing they had to drink was water from the river, which was contaminated with feces because that's where all the poop and stuff, as you know, back in those days would flow through. So it was really gruesome and really painful. So I could only imagine the ghosts that are in this room or the pain that was inflicted in this cellar. So that being said, we're gonna work our way upstairs to the other parts of the castle. Yeah, guys, so here we are in another cellar in the castle. And of course, as you can see, all this stuff here is pretty new, but she wanted to show this to me. There's some old artifacts over here. I'm just gonna run through it really quick. Oh, wow, this is, look at that cake, guys. Anyone wants to have a birthday party, they make their own cakes. They're gonna look like this. No, I'm just kidding. But that's an interesting cake. So this would, these rooms would be for, back then, some of the cellar rooms would, store meats, things like that, pottery and things like that. We just go through here. And this is an old, military, there's another. Guys, I'm telling you, it is so warm in this cellar. It's like whatever heating system they installed. It's, if anyone owns a home like this and you're looking to upgrade, consult these people at Orebro Slot because it's so warm. But yeah, that's really nice. Let's go in here. Okay, so as you can see, it's another cellar. I'm sure, again, this looked a lot different than it does now. But, there are other cellars that she mentioned. There are more cellars here, of course, in the castle because, it's a giant castle. But I want to make my way upstairs before they get a little bit busier so I could kind of see what else is upstairs, because most of the cellars are pretty much, they look the same or similar to the other one. But this one is larger. Love the stonework over here. Looks like it's been redone as well. Look, just imagine that. Well, some of this has been redone, as you can see. But just imagine the workmanship it took to build one of these back in those days. Just this cellar room alone. And to think there's so many more of these cellars in this castle. And we haven't even, the castle must have taken, I don't even know how long, but I'm sure, just this room in modern days would take, maybe I don't know, months, maybe a year, 2 years to build. Anyway, guys, so we're gonna make our way inside the castle now. I'm upstairs now. I guess this is the museum half of it. So there's like a miniature, sculpture of what it used to look like back in the days before they changed up the outside. So you could see, this was the town. And remember a few of those houses that I showed you, those two red houses? I'm sure one of them was like right here on this street. There's the castle. This is a stone. I'm gonna try and run through this really quick because I'm assuming there's more to see. You guys can comment as to what that is. There's another little miniature of the castle. And this is what Orebro town looked like before it was all changed over to what it is today. And the castle was sitting right over here in the middle of the town. And what a sight it must have been to, if I could just go back in time to actually see what it actually Orebro looked like back then. Just looking at this miniature sculpture and this giant castle just over towering everything must have been really beautiful. Here's another one here. So this is, doesn't say, what does it say? It doesn't have an English. I don't see any English version of it. Okay, but someone can comment about that. So I'm not quite sure if I can go up there. Is it inside the castle? I thought I could just come in here and see like old relics and things like that. I made it upstairs now to one of the main floors in the castle. So the gentleman downstairs did tell me that this castle has been renovated throughout its entire history. So there's not that many artifacts from back in the days. Excuse me, I'm like out of breath going up those stairs, but there's not that many artifacts from back in the days. So this is Engelbrecht, 1435, 1436. I'm assuming he didn't, no, that can't be right. But yeah, looks like a nice guy. There's some paintings on the wall. I don't think these are period correct. So I think they just put them there to just kind of hold the aesthetics. And this is a big giant hall with a lot of, Swedish kings. I suppose this is Gustav II, 1594 to 1632. I'm just gonna go through this really quick because I just don't, I don't want to make this a long explanation. Margareta, I love the lamps up there. Those are nice. Love the roof. Look at these beams. Wow. And this is, I suppose, Swedish royalty from back then. King Carl and his family. There's another room in there, but I'm just gonna go around. This is the bust of, there's nothing here that says, or this is Christian Holstein Gottorp. Okay, and yeah, no, that's Christina. That's the woman on the wall. Wow, love this door. Wow, this is nice. Now that's nice. That's a really nice door, guys. Look at that. Wow, this handsome gentleman. I want a jacket like that. Like what he's wearing? I want a jacket like that. I think that would be really nice with the blue ribbon going right across the front. King Garth! Carl Johan, 1763, 1844. Wouldn't want this guy's fashion sense, but looks pretty cool. Gustav Vasa. And this guy over here that looks like a Thanksgiving turkey, I'm just kidding, is Carl, which is 1550 to 1611. Okay, so I'm gonna go through that room over there, take a look. I still can't get enough of these beams. They're like huge. Big castle, guys. So I'm trying to find out if I can go around the whole thing is what I'm trying to find out now. Maybe, I don't know if the other side is private. Wouldn't make any sense to pay, you know, the money and just see this. But anyway, that table looks very inviting. That would be a very nice Christmas table for you and the family. Love the mirror over there. And this carpet on the wall. And I suppose this is what the servants used to look like back then, or what they wore. This is a taxidermy duck on this table. Wow, what a beautiful setting, huh? Wow. And there's a taxidermy fox with a bird in its mouth. Someone else could elaborate. And look at this dresser or chest or engraved. Wow, it's really beautiful. And in English, Duke Charles Hall, it's called, in Princess Maria's drawing room. Okay. And yeah, here's another room. You know, I'm kind of sad in a way that, you know, these castles now don't really, you know, have the historical artifacts still in place. You know, it's just like empty halls now, which, you know, it's kind of like, you know, I don't mean to sound, you know, unappreciative, but, you know, it's like, what's the point of paying to see, you know, space? You know, I mean, it's, you know, it's like having the artifacts like the castle in Stockholm, you know, right by the water, the big one. You know, at least it's not period correct, but you kind of get an idea of what it was like back then, because they filled it with everything, swords and, you know, and made it look like you were actually walking through their homes at that period in time. You know, now, you know, these ones with just the open space and the pictures, it's like, yes, it's nice to know the history of these people, but what really makes it worthwhile to come and see a castle, you know, is it's that it makes you feel like you're walking in time. Going back in time. You know, pictures are great, but I can see that on the internet or, you know, anywhere else. So, you know, this chair is not period correct, you know, and so I'm kind of disappointed in that, you know. It's just, but anyway, love the beams coming down. I think that's really nice, but, you know, that's something from the modern era. Judging from looking at these tables, this is, you know, they use these for functions and things like that. So you could see Orebro town from the window of the castle. Yeah, but it must have been nice to live in this castle and, you know, come at the window and look at the, you know, the townsfolk going by on their daily business. So here I am in another big room with the beams like I saw in the other room, but these lights are not as nice. I must say though, guys, I'm actually having a lot of fun doing this again and being able to bring you guys this kind of content again. I look forward to dinner tonight because I found a really nice restaurant last night and they had venison on the menu. So I am looking so forward to that, and I'm hopefully bring you that footage. But I don't like shooting in public places, especially restaurants where people are trying to eat and stuff like that. But I'll bring you some of it. Yeah, so here we have, this is the county hall, has varied history. I'm not going to go any further in that. You know, I would rather know more about this uniform as opposed to the hall itself, but it has nothing there about that. But we can just, you know, assume and say, you know, obviously that's a warrior's uniform, armor. Yeah, and whoever knows who that is, there's no explanation, just pictures on the wall. Yeah. So, you know, this castle was heavily renovated, so there's very few details left on the walls, or, you know, except for like some pictures that were put up here. You know, again, this doesn't look like period correct, but I don't think that is. It doesn't. You can tell by the stonework and see the differences. Yeah, there's a treasure chest over there. Picture on the wall, you know, with people in a hall, what looks like the queen. Yeah, this is another room. This looks like a conference hall. You know, more modernized. You know, I guess they hold conferences here. I guess you can rent out the room and hold conferences. And this is Prince Eugene. Yeah, and that's there. That's a nice door. I need to make my way out of here. I think I've reached the end, but this is quite cool. Look at this. It's a chair and a table, and this is your view down there. Would be nice. Can you imagine having a first date right here? You make a table, white cloth, you know, candles and everything, and you're both sitting and getting to know each other. It's very quiet, you know, candlelight, and just looking at the city and the waterfalls down there. Magic. Let me show you guys the roof and the ceiling. This is really nice. This I love. Look at that, guys. Look at this. Wow. So I'm just gonna make my way over here so you guys can get another view of it. And as you can see, there's a tour over there. And here's another view of Orebro. You were saying?
Yes, it's an exhibition about
You don't
Sweden
mind?
during the 19th century when Jean-Baptiste Bernadotte became king of Sweden. When he was sort of imported from France,
Okay.
and he became, of course, Charles XIV, John of Sweden.
Oh, okay.
And the country sort of started to import a lot more goods because they became less expensive to make, and
Yeah.
people could therefore be able to buy a lot more things.
Uh-huh.
And so instead of maybe buying furniture and keeping it for your whole life, you could sort of consumerism sort of became a lot more widespread.
Oh.
When you can buy something just because you want it.
Yeah, like we do today.
Yes.
Wow, this is a quite interesting room. As you mentioned to me, and I was just walking around and looking at the different artifacts and things like that. I mean, this is just quite amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Even these things here are just, fantastic. Oh, look at those shoes.
Things that people would have in their home.
Yes. This is starting to become more of a shopping center, sort
You
of.
could say, absolutely.
Yeah. Wow, really nice. I love those mirrors as well. Missed this coming in. So this is like almost like a medium-sized version of the castle. So it's in Swedish, but you guys can see what it says. Made out of like tin or copper. That's pretty cool. And I don't know what is in here. I just literally walked this way, but it doesn't look like a place that I should be. So I'm just gonna head back out this way, guys. But there you have that again. Oh, okay, guys. You know, I just finished my tour of the castle, and I must say I am extremely underwhelmed. It wasn't expensive at all. It was 95 kroners, which is like $9.50. You know, but you know, I was really underwhelmed. I think, you know, just catching the castle from the outside was a lot better than actually even going inside, because it's just kind of sad. There was nothing to really see, you know. I mean, you know, they do guided tours, but it's like, you know, again, like I said before, you know, when I go to see a castle, I want to feel like, you know, I'm immersed inside the history by seeing the artifacts, the chairs, the beds, the rooms, you know, kind of like what maybe they didn't look exactly like that, but still it's almost period correct. So you could kind of, you know, you're paying to like go back in time. And here it was just, you know, it was just hallways, and there was no art, not even to say, you know, okay, fine, there's no furniture, but at least you could see the details in the artwork or the details in the buildings, and you know, from that era. You know, this was just completely, you know, redone, and you know, there was nothing to see. There's nothing to really see, but you know, other than the outside of it, which you guys already seen. But you know, you know, all in all, it was entertaining, you know, for the moment, for what it is. And I was told that the mayor of this town of Orebro has I think the side you guys saw me on wandering around was like the mayor's area. You know, I didn't get to go into the, you know, the living quarters, but you know, it's a big castle. So if the mayor has half of this, just imagine what the mayor she has. So I'm gonna go inside the cafe. This is where I wanted to come. So it said on the thing, I forgot the name of this town, but it's sort of like, you know, these old Swedish style buildings that you'll find pretty much anywhere, or most old Swedish towns, mainly in the countryside as well. This one's really cool. I love the way it has the you know, built over and the passage underneath it. Now it started to snow, so I'm just gonna walk my way in here because, oh wow, it's got some really nice colors on these buildings here. This reminds me of this town I went to. I think it's Marie Fred, but wow, I love the colors on this building. Wow, that's really nice. Yeah, and you see, guys, you see over there. Oh, well, I don't think I came. No, I didn't. I've never been down here. Last time I came to Orebro. So I'm assuming this is like, yeah, the main street here. Yeah, these are cool. I guess they have like a fair during the evenings and stuff. Oh, wow, cool. They have the little streets down there. Yeah, I don't think I came here. Bertil Waldens Gata. There's a small boutique that has a bunch of things in there. Let me see what it says here on the wall. It's the glove maker's house was built in the 1700s, originally located at Drottningsgatan. The first known owner was Martin Billgren. So there you have it, guys. So it's not very big, you know, it's like a small street of just these classic Swedish houses and things like that. Oh wow, look in here. Let's go in here and take a look, see what's in here. Oh yeah, so you see it's like little craft shops, like this building here. Yeah, little craft shops in there. Yeah. And then there's this. Oh wow, this is kind of cool. Look at these the old doors or shutters, I would say. Oh wow, it's a whole little village. Look at this thing here. You guys remember this type of style? I showed you guys this. I don't remember where I was. It was somewhere further north, but yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. It's always cool to see these old school styled Swedish little village buildings and things like that. There's like a little cellar over here. What's in here? Oh, it's like a little museum. Yeah. Oh, wow, the ceilings are really short. Oh, wow, that scared me. I heard the talking and I'm like, oh, wait, what's that kid doing sitting there? But it's like, it's a museum of the area. And there are pictures of, you know, what it used to look like back then, you know. Some of the pictures are modern as well. So they like, you know, horseshoe makers and, you know, churches, woodworkers. Yeah. Oh wow, it's so creepy. Oh my God, listen, it's so creepy. I heard the singing. This is like this woman with the food and wow. Yeah, guys. So, I mean, look at how short these doors used to be back in those days. Like these people would go and when they're going through the door, they just have to kneel under and bend down and go out. I mean, this is literally amazing. Yeah, guys, so as you can see it from over here, so I'm just making my way out of it now. It's not, I mean, it's not that big at all. There's some more craft shops down there on the other side, but it's just basically one street, as you can see, and then a few houses in the side. And you know, again, a lot of arts and crafts stuff. Oh, this is a cafe in there, actually. Yeah. That's called Gamla Orebro Cafe. And welcome to Wade and Coppin. So this was in the center of the city, actually. Rounding off my day today with that restaurant that I told you guys about, that I'm looking forward to having dinner, and it's called Rum and Cock. You know, I might be saying it in the way you shouldn't be saying it, rum and cock. But yeah, this is the place. So I don't know if it's reservations or anything like that, but I'm about to go inside. So I'm seated at the table. I was lucky to get a table. They have a reservation. I only have 1 hour to eat. As you can see, the kitchen is back there. Everyone's busy. So I only have about an hour to eat because he squeezed me in, because otherwise I'm leaving. So can't wait for this meal to come out and see what it's all about. By the way, that is non-alcoholic red wine. This is the first meal they brought out, which I ordered, which is a lobster soup, which is the starter with lobster, and I think crayfish is on the inside of this soup, guys. And there's like garlic on the bread here. Lobster on the inside. Here comes the main course, and I was looking forward to this all night. So that's 400 grams of venison. If most of you don't know what venison is deer meat. So there's like a cream, as you can see there. I mean, I can't wait to dive into this, guys. I've been dreaming about this all night last night. And then it has like some potatoes. I mean, this doesn't get any better. This is the kind of dining I was looking forward to, you know, coming to Orebro and seeing what the chefs have to offer. And like the whole place is pretty busy right now. I just took my first bite of this, and I must tell you guys that the venison and the way they prepare the venison, I mean, absolutely fantastic. I mean, the flavors and everything, guys. If you live close to this area, come to this place and try this. Just finished my meal, and I would definitely recommend that restaurant to anyone. If you're in the Orebro area and you're interested in having a more finer dining experience, I would say this much: it definitely was not cheap at all. But I went off the menu, and you know, they serve venison by 200 grams or 300 grams, and I said I wanted 400 grams. So, you know, that shot the price of the meal all the way up, and you could only do the guess and the math. You know, I mean, I was shocked at the price of non-alcoholic wine. You know, it was like the price of a normal glass of wine. But anyway, so review of the food. The food was amazing, absolutely amazing. They could use a little less salt on the venison. This way you can get the real flavor, because I love to taste the flavor of the wild meat, and with a little bit of spice. You know, I think they went a little bit too far with the salt. But all in all, it was a fantastic meal, and I would definitely come back to this place again. So guys, this video is over 1 hour, probably one of my longest videos I've ever made. You know, so listen, man, I'm here for the weekend. I'm still, you know, out and about tonight, but I'm gonna end it here, because otherwise this video is gonna be 2 hours, or I have to shoot another part to the video. And I think I covered pretty much everything, or most of the things here in Orebro, you know, except for the parks and things like that, but that's more of a summer thing. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching and sticking it out all this way to the end of the video. Like, share, and subscribe, and I love you all.
Give you my heart.